Our tail of the tape for this featherweight fight. And now one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, John Lord Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Bryce the Nasty Mitchell!
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are back in Newark, New Jersey, inside the Prudential Center for another monumental UFC event. And I think the biggest memory for me in this building was Colby Covington in the main event against Robbie Lawler. That was as inspiring an offensive performance that I've seen in some time.
He blew the roof off the Prudential Center. Whether you wanted to boo him or cheer, you understood what you were watching as you saw Colby Covington put on the performance of a lifetime.
That's a toe to the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful lever change, make him think you're going low, and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Keep pushing forward, let's go. All right, early action here, and you can see the reaction from the corner as he gets the takedown here early on the kickbox.
Well, you knew that he wanted to score takedowns. You just did not expect it to happen this early and this easily. What a great job by this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter knowing that he needed to get the takedown and doing exactly that.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. Big ground and pound. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side. Drop. Oh, gets submitted.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Check, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
He's right.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Seconds to go now. Mitchell's in half guard. Volume strikes continue to rain down.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, great submission defense.
Let's work. I'm gonna stand you up. We need to work.
Hold the position and attack.
Lands with the ground and pound. Nicely done. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Oh, he's stepping over the head here.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there is the horn at times in that previous round. I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that. But when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more like that. Oh, that one landed, yep.
Oh, huge hook. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to. Back to the feet now. Just a nasty leg kick. Now we've heard that's for the punch.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
Big left hand. Now goes in and secures the takedown. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man. He hasn't moved on the bottom, and now he's starting to swell after he takes another ground and pound strike.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have? Nope. I have.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot that will finish the fight.
And he switches to southpaw. All right, so a high amplitude double leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double because he's such an explosive guy. He got it on the hips, finished the shot very quickly. Fantastic job.
Mitchell's eye starting to swell now.
Great submission defense.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Oh, how good is this? Both men going for the finish. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, that's the end of the round. You see the cut on his forehead, sustained in that round. The cut man has 60 seconds now to close it up and try to prevent it from becoming an issue here moving forward. All right, so a big round for him there, DC. We'll go back and look at some of the highlights. Big knockdown for him. We'll see if he can follow it up.
You could see that he was flowing. Everything was working in accordance to what he wanted it to be. And at the moment that it showed itself, the moment that the opportunity arrived, he jumped on it, got that big knockdown, and now he finds himself ahead in this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Shot to the body. He told us he was going to attack that region. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. It does not get much better than that. That leg kick hurt.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, let's get it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 26 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, John